that nature saved by this court?
A state, or it's ZEC is a constitutional board, it's not a state. It can be sued in its own right for any violations that it has done, it is alleged you've done.
No, that at the end of the day doesn't change anything really. ZEC is a body established by the Constitution. It is established to run elections. ZEC has come up with a program which ensures that there is no election for 40,000 people. How can that possibly be saved?
There's a provision for criminal charges where a party or where an employer prohibits employees from voting. And I'm saying that those provisions can be activated with respect to ZEC. ZEC can answer for itself in that manner.
I have no difficulties with that.
In fact, a broader question is, what exactly did the first respondent do by themselves or by their agents which violated the law? It's not said in the papers.
On which aspect,
it is on what ZEC has done, ZEC has failed to do. But what has the first respondent done by themselves or through their agents which nullify the election?
In fact, my Lord, that's an important issue. If I were to get a theme for my submissions, the theme would be ZEC has thrown first respondent under the bus. Does not matter who has thrown you under the bus will run you over. What ZEC has done is to violate the Constitution, to violate the Electoral Act in a manner which has ultimately benefited the first respondent. So it doesn't matter that the first respondent might not have been involved in the violations. I do not accept that he wasn't. But the point that I make at this stage is that it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, there's another legal principle which is important. Qui facit per alium, facit per se. If you do your act through the hand of another, you've done it yourself. The telesol judgment that we cite in our heads of argument says if something is done for your benefit, it does not matter that you are not involved in crafting that thing. But if something is done for your benefit and its invalidity is established, it affects you. So, my Lord, ultimately, yes, we have this problem.
Perhaps, yes, that's a too broad legal principle. Which law can support that kind of proposition? I'm certain the law doesn't say that. The law, it does imply that the party concerned should also have been an accomplice of some sort, should have been a participant, or should have condoned some of the acts. We appreciate you are saying that you don't actually accuse the first respondent.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, my Lord. I'm not saying that.
You are saying what?
I accuse him. He's accused by the applicants. He's accused of
yes, I mean the applicant.
But I'm simply saying I do not need to accuse him in order to have the declaration set aside.
The question was valid, I think, was that what we have been listening to, hearings about ZEC doing this, ZEC doing that, ZEC doing that and that. But the court has not heard any allegations of malpractice. We know what malpractice is in terms of the law, the electoral law are, in which the first respondent participated or is alleged to have done anything, either through his supporters or himself and so on, or through agents. And you did, I understood you as saying that you agree you are not making those allegations.
I am, my Lord, let me clarify.
All right.
I make all allegations against the first respondent. But let me deal with that intervention from two angles. Firstly, if it is established that ZEC ran a sham, if it is established that ZEC announced the wrong results, and ZEC concedes that it announced the wrong results.
We accept there's been a lot about ZEC conduct. in the conducting of the election. He said those are valid points which can be taken, they have been taken, the court will consider them. There's no problem with that. You still have the question whether in that context there's been any allegations of direct involvement by the first respondent in malpractices, either personally or by some form of proxy through agents.
Like raping people and sodomizing.
That is what the question was, and I thought perhaps you needed to just clarify.
Indeed, my lord, and I want to answer that from two angles. Number one, it does not matter what the first respondent has done or not done. If it is established that ZEC did not run a proper election, he cannot benefit out of something that is unconstitutional. So, for instance, the court cannot say, we agree that ZEC is wrong, we agree that ZEC did this, but it is not the first respondent. Doesn't matter. That does not save the election. That's the first response. The second response is that the idea of electoral malpractices vitiating an election